What's going on, YouTube? Flight Simulation Experience back here for another stream. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a stream, and yeah, was on vacation and went to Japan for about 10 days. Absolute wonderful time over there, and now we're back in the flight simulation world of Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Sitting here on the ground in Fairbanks, a very snowy, cold Fairbanks, Alaska, doing some Alaska ops very early in the morning. It is 7 o'clock over here in Boise, Idaho, which would be a Mountain Standard Time. And it is, I think, 5:04 here in Boise, in Fairbanks. Let's just double check that. Yep, 5:04 a.m. here in Fairbanks. And sitting here we're going to be flying the 700 PMDG once again, 737, because Alaska Airlines, I believe, just uses the 737 6, 7, 8, and 900 series. And they got some Maxes too, I think. And I believe their hub is in Seattle. So we got two sectors today. We got two legs. First flight today is to Juneau. And I was watching on Flight Radar 24 that there was a flight that came in last night into Juneau over here on runway. Is it 16? I can't remember. 26. And they came around the arrivals. You come around this little mountain here, and then you come in through this little valley, and then you landed on 26. And man, it was pretty crazy because I did a practice fly. I flew out of here, and I took off runway 26 to Fairbanks. And there was all kinds of weather. It was snowing. It's all overcast. It's crazy that these pilots are flying in those types of conditions late at night, and around all this majestic terrain, if you will. Quite crazy, but that's their job, and they're professionals, So, but yeah. In the PMDG again, like I said, 737, we're in the 700 series. Beautiful Alaska Airlines livery. And before, I actually also turned down a couple things in the settings. I turned down some of the traffic because I thought the traffic was just the ground traffic was a little heavy, as well as the little toolbar up here. I installed a little mod that got rid of that little thing up there. So now you only see it if you point the mouse cursor right to it. So turn up some sounds a little bit here. Some FS realistic sounds as well. So cool. Without further ado, let me double check, make sure the stream looks good, which, as from what I'm seeing, everything looks pretty good. All right, cool. So what we'll go ahead and do, we got two sectors today. Once again, Fairbanks to Juneau, Juneau to Seattle. Juneau to Seattle should probably be a nice little morning flight. Flight time today from Fairbanks to Juneau is going to run us about, according to SimBrief, 1 hour and 33 minutes in the air, 2 hours and 1 minute block time. So first sector is 2 hour and 1 minute block time. The second sector from Juneau to Seattle is about a 2 hour and 2:45, 2 hour and 55, something like that, block time, with about 2 hours and 5 minutes flight time. So we're looking at a stream today of about 4.5 to 5 hours, give or take. So we've got two big flights ahead of us. So without further ado, let's jump into this bad boy, get it programmed, rocking and rolling, get these passengers on. Let's get the hell out of here. All right. Sitting here in the cockpit of the beautiful 737 PMDG 700 series. Let's go ahead and set our altimeter, which is 2976. And let's start with turning on some lights here because I can't see a damn thing. So panel brightness, beautiful. Upper DUs can go down. I hate when these things are maxed out brightness. It just blinds me personally. All right, let's bring these guys down as well. And that there too. Maybe just a little bit more there. Beautiful. Come on over here down to this side to our first officer. And let's drop him, man. Let's push him up a little bit. This airport ambiance, we could just shut that off. There's no airplanes right now, as we can see. There's nobody really. We got some frame hits there. This is a freeware airport, by the way. But yeah, we just got a Sun Country, which I believe that Sun Country is the only one that's not static. I checked Vatastic as well. No, there's just no VATSIM controllers, obviously, right now at this time in the morning. But there may be some that come on. So if there does, we'll tune in. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn these guys down. Let's go ahead and turn the brightness down a little bit here as well. And let's turn our first officer's stuff down a little bit too. Beautiful. Let's come on up here. Let's get that APU fired up. Go ahead and start the APU, and let's come on upstairs here, and let's make sure we get our deers to the nav position. We'll check our flaps. Flaps look good. All this here can stay the same. Navigation, displays, all this can all stay the same. Put this on APU and auxiliary back. Come on down here. This panel's been closed. We are on standby, ground power. And we can see our APU EGT is rising. That's beautiful. Get our chimes to the on position. And we'll leave the seatbelt signs off right now. We have our dome light to the dim. Get those window heats to the on position. Let's come on down here. Let's move our ways down. Let's just go through our flows here. Everything else here looks good. Cruise flight today, I think, is 34,000. I don't remember what SimBrief said, but 37,000. So bug that up to 37. Beautiful. And we'll get our landing altitude in, which is just 25 feet, so we'll set that to 50. As you can see, we have our APU is on and available. And there we go. Packs will stay in the opposition. Duct pressure is rising, which that is definitely a good thing. And our overhead panel is set for right now. Okay, now let's come on over here to our electronic flight bag. Import that from SimBrief. As we can see, here's our routing today. And we also could see it from Navigraph here. So it looks like it's going to be a departure out of runway, is it 16? 14, something like that. 20, oh no, it's 2 left. Okay, I was way off. All right, so it looks like we're going to be pushing back here. Nose left, tail right. Going to be taxiing down Alpha, probably to this entry point here, which looks like Foxtrot. And then we will depart. Plenty of runway here. Do not need all this runway. And then we'll depart, make our right turn, and go to Shimmer. And make our left. And this should be a beautiful view. We do have moonlight out tonight, I believe. As we can see. I believe there's moons. There it is. So there should be quite the scenery on the mount. It's when I did the practice flight last night, it was all, the whole area is pretty much covered in snow. So yeah, cool. So let's come on down here and let's get our ICO code in. Let's start paying attention here. So let's first come on down over here. We can get these lights on here, and we'll turn some of these guys on as well. Come on back down over here. Let's go to our airport code here, which is PAFA, which is Fairbanks. Plug that guy in there. Take our left GPS coordinates, plug that into the scratch pad. Plug in our origin and our destination, PAJN, so Papa Alpha Juliet November. Plug that guy in there. And we're going to go now and request our flight plan. As you can see there, it is populated there. We're going to set payload, and we're going to set our fuel. We'll do that again. Set payload and set fuel. Thank you. And select the routing request. Now, the fuel is 18.5, and according to our payload, block fuel is 18.5, give or take. Beautiful. All right, why did I get rid of that? Don't Need that back. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and load the flight plan. At this point, we're kind of about 30% through our programming of the FMC. It's probably good time to activate and execute that. Probably get in our passengers. So before we do that, let's come on up here. Let's turn these VORs off. They just bug the hell out of me for some reason. I don't know why. And let's go ahead and call our passengers, because by the time we're done, they should be done loading the airplane. So let's go ahead and request boarding.
Boarding requested.
And we'll start up PACX as well. Get that online here. And we will go ahead and start PACX. Beautiful.
Do you want to board crew?
No.
Passengers boarding starting.
Beautiful. All right. So now, let's see. Let's go ahead and request. Did we? I don't even remember if we requested a flight plan. Did we do that? Yes, we did. That confirms it right there. So let's go to our departures page, and let's come on down here. 02 left is our departure runway on the Radford Golf 5. Looks like Radful Golf 5 with no transition. Arrival here. Now, once it's on 08, is that the... I gotta check the winds. Let's see. Yeah, once it's on 08, so... let's double check. We'll check the winds as we get closer, because I really want to do runway 26. I've always done this arrival here, which is really cool. You RNAV to right here, and then you go manual, and then you make a right turn and then land. It's really nice. But I've never done the 2.6. So regardless of the weather, whatever the winds are doing, I think we might just roll with the 2.6. You know, luckily we're a simulator. We don't have to worry about real world procedures, I guess. So let's go ahead and let's just plan for 08 for right now. So we'll take the RNAV Victor 08 is fine. And it's direct. So we'll go ahead and execute that. I wonder if I were to change SimBrief, what kind of arrival it gives me. So we'll change SimBrief if we have to. Once we check the weather, the winds, we'll change SimBrief and see what star it gives us. All right. So let's go to our legs page. Go ahead and plug that in there. And let's make sure we're all connected here. Beautiful. And we look good. I'm not seeing any vectoring. Let's go to our NitRef page, performance. All right, so performance here. Let's just make sure we have what our, first of all, our doors are open, payload 119.5. I believe that's fully loaded, right? Yeah. 128 and 8, so yep, that's a fully load, 96.8, almost fully load, 119.5. So come on back here to performance, 119.5. We'll go ahead and bug that in there. And then our reserves are FinRest and alternate, so 4.4 is 8. I mean, 4 plus 4 is 8. And so I'd say 8.4. 8.4 is a good number. And cost index today, we're going to roll with 35 as a start, and we're going to increase that once we get to our cruise. Cruise flight today, once again, is 370. Plug that in there. Average wind component, top of climb, wind 270 at 3. And we'll execute all that. 18,000 is our transition altitude. Come on over here to this guy. Let's go to our performance tool. And we're checking out Fairbanks, select runway. Actually, let's take a look at our negative 37. Holy shit. It is really cold out here. I guess PAX will be off because we don't have any visual precipitation or mist or clouds. It's pretty clear out here. So we're going to do a flaps 5 departure. We're going to be doing runway 02 left. Elevation of 436. Heading is 22. Let's go ahead and bug 22 here. and 22. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and squawk 2,000 down here on this guy. Beautiful. And the conditions, we're going to call it, I don't know, I'd say it's dry snow, compact snow, slush. Let's call it dry snow. And we'll import our numbers from the aircraft. 5 is good there. Anti-ice will be off. Pax will be probably in the on position. Import the weather. No temperature found in METAR. Really? Oh, shit. Well, it shows negative 37 here. So let's plug in negative 37. Where's the negative sign here? I haven't had this issue yet. Let's first plug in 37, which it's not 37. And we'll go ahead and plug in our 2976.
When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bin and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in a front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get.
What if I were to put 0?
If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities and the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process.
All right.
But we do ask
We are
that
going to leave
laptops,
the cell
tablets, and
temp
any other larger
to
electronic devices
negative,
that
or I
don't
mean
use
to
the
just, we're going to leave it alone.
and welcome aboard.
Takeoff is going to be to 1. We're not going to derate the climb because I want to get up there as soon as we can. Flaps will be in the set 5 position. CG 29.9, 5.72. V1, rotate V2. Let's double check those numbers. 130, 132, 138. 130, 132, 138. Beautiful. Let's come on down here. And as always, the parking brake is never set. So go ahead and move this guy. .72. That's good enough. Do our fire checks. Beautiful. Do our oxygen check here. Checks. Checks. Beautiful. Let's do a light test as well for the hell of it. Jesus. Cool. Looks good to me. APU is on. Let's go ahead and get some hydraulics on. Let's get our probe heats on. Yaw dampers coming on. We're going to set this guy to RTO. Beautiful. And we'll give our announcement. Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here. Captain speaking. Welcome aboard Alaska Airlines Flight 700, service to Juneau. Flight time today is going to be in the air about 1 hour and 33 minutes. Total time about 2 hours and 1 minute from gate to gate. Weather pretty decent around here, but once we get a little closer to Juneau, there may be a little bit of weather. We'll keep you updated on that. Full flight this morning. Welcome aboard. All right. Just waiting for our crew to complete the boarding, and we are on our way. So let's go ahead and turn some of these lights on. All right, I think we're all set to go here. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Altimeter set 2976. And everything here looks good. I do like this detailed checklist here. MCP has been checked. Actually, no, it hasn't. Thank you. What are we at here? 138. So we'll go ahead and bug in 138. Flight director left and right side. Initial climb up to 9,000, and then we'll bug up. And yeah, we're pretty much all set here. Let's come on down here and make sure we look good. Altimeters are set. FMC route has been verified. MCP heading and altitude are set. After start switch is set. Okay, so we'll wait for that. And yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. Airplane's fully set up. So while they're done, listen to some tunes. Pretty decent freeware, I gotta say. There we go.
We're ready to go when you are.
Let's rock and roll. All right. Let's come on down here. Let's close our door first. Go to menu, FMC. Actually, what are we doing here? We got to go to FS Actions, Ground Services. We'll release the ground power, and we'll come on over here to our doors, or close our doors. We'll come on here. What else we need to do? So we got the close. Let's actually make sure our chocks are removed. They are not removed. Let's come on down over here to our Ground Services. Remove those chocks. So doors closed. Chocks are removed. The ground power unit has been removed. And let's come on upstairs over here. Let's go ahead and prepare for pushback and departure. Let's come on over here and anti-ice warning. Do you request? No.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
With service to Juneau. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 33 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and closed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables...
Let's turn anti-collision to the on position, which is basically like a beacon looking light.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Cool. I'm ready. -37. Damn. That is really cold. I might probably want to maybe put the packs on. Not the packs, the anti-ice.
Checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy to TA. Drop pin to 10. We'll go to 5. Whoop. We are the pilot flying. It's a quick right turn out. I mean, that's a really quick right turn out. Jesus.
Locking gear.
All right, nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
All right, let's come on upstairs here. Packs to the on position. Do we have center? We do have center. Go ahead and turn those guys on. Packs off. Fuel pumps on. Hydraulics on. Engine number 2 over to ground power. Yeah, GSX been doing some weird shit lately too. N2's on the rise. Wait for about 18. We'll introduce. And 18's there. Go ahead and introduce fuel. Yeah, quite a little bit of performance hit at this airport, this freeware. Seems like, I don't know, seems like the computer does not like inside the terminal there. Definitely a FPS hit.
And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Oxygen is flowing to the mask and you can breathe normally. If you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one. But secure your mask and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located.
Engine number 2 over to continuous. Looks like there's a good start. Engine number 1 over to ground power.
Open the plastic pouch and
N2's on the rise.
flip it over your head.
Star valve open.
Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft.
About 18. Go ahead and introduce. And we'll go ahead and let the crew outside know that we're good.
To ground. We have a good engine start. Please disconnect.
As a secondary flotation device. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the...
You know, I bought this program, TFI Designs, this PAC-X program, like 2.5 years ago. Basically, almost when this simulator came out. I think it released like 6 months after the sim came out or something. And I don't think there's been like one. I think there's been one update. So
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
I think that's pretty ridiculous as a paying customer that you don't even update this program. I mean, you haven't I've been hearing the same lady, you know, for 2.5 years with the same announcement, and you can't get any downloads anymore because it's all like copywritten. You know, I used to be able to get Delta downloads and you know, safety briefings for, you know, different airlines. Now, you know, they took them all down from flightsim.to because of copyright. You know, I mean, you can use YouTube videos, but then I'll be copy struck from that too. They'll probably, YouTube will shut off the stream because, oh, copyright strike. So I can't use like a Delta safety or an Alaska safety briefing as like from YouTube just to, you know, increase the immersion or the realism, whatever you want to call it. Good start in engine number 1. Let's go ahead and turn that guy over to continuous. Swap over power here. Packs will go on for right now. Isolation valve. The bleed of APU is off. APU master is off. Turn this guy to Gen 1. Beautiful. Everything up here looks good. Forgot our seatbelt sign. Nothing to see here. Beautiful. Let's come on down here. Recall check. Both looks good. Recall check. RTO flaps 5. And let's go ahead and do a flight control check. Aileron left. Aileron right. Elevator up and down. Rudder left and right. Brakes checked. And we're good to go. Turn on that auto throttle. Taxi light coming to the on position. So what are we doing here via taxi?
Cabin is ready.
Thank you.
dimmed for departure and landing.
A little off track there.
From the lighting, there's a reading light on the panel above you.
Jesus, the freaking FPS, man. Yeah, it's something about this terminal that just the sim does not like. See, the FPS is fine once we get out. Alright, coming here on Alpha. Turn that wing light on. Folks from up front here, number 1 for departure, flight attendants, please prepare the cabin. Folks from up front here, number 1 for departure, flight attendants, please prepare the cabin. What do we got over here? We got some old school GAs. What are these, Donald McDouglas? Some prop airplanes, pretty cool. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? So this is Delta. Let's see if that reflects. Yeah? Does it say Delta? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're entering right here. Whatever this is. Foxtrot? That looks like it's Foxtrot. Alright. Joystick cam going on. We'll actually go through this little checklist here as well, just for the hell of it. We'll go ahead and hold short at our hold short bars. Runway 2 left is confirmed. Man, that FPS definitely taking a hit. Alright, clear to the right, clear to the left. And let's come on down here. Alright, start switches are into continuous, electrical generators are on, APU is off, probe heats are on, anti-ice, thank you, anti-ice. Go ahead and turn those guys on. Packs in the auto position, bleeds are set, recall has been checked, go ahead and check that. And before takeoff, PA has been complete, flight controls have been checked, flaps are set, FMS is good to go, takeoff data is set, after takeoff bleeds set, pressurization checked. Okay, so we'll go through that once we actually get airborne here. Let's go ahead and line up, and we've got our landing lights on. Get this guy to ENG here, check our engines. This guy's going to TARA. Fully lit up like a Christmas tree. Some yoke pressure or side stick pressure. Engine stable. And toga. Chrono's going on.
Airspeed alive. 8 knots.
Neutral.
V1. Rotate.
And rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Don't go above 20. Why does this sound different to me? Right turn. Sounds so different. Whoops. Flaps 2. Lock the gear. There we go. Now it sounds a little louder. Taxi. All these guys are off. Wow, we really missed that turn because it was... I don't understand why this engine sounded so weak. Flaps clean. Get back on track here. Autopilot. Joystick cam's going off. Kind of a interesting departure there. I guess it was just because I had the packs on. Now I'm finally hearing that, but I just didn't hear that buzzsaw. Like, why was the engine sounding so weak? All right, fuel. Go ahead and remove those guys. Continue our climb. 37,000. Sure, pressurizing. Yes, we are. About 10,000 feet. Landing lights off. Engines off. After takeoff checklists. Bleeds are set, pressurization set, switches are off, gear is up and locked, auto brake is off. Yep. Flaps are up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Where are we at in this departure here? Alright, we're back on track here.
We are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices.
Let's go to our climb profile.
Fasten while you are seated and do not congregate in the galley or
298 on the target speed. Beautiful. That's where we're at now. 370. So we got about 100 nautical miles till we get to 370.
We do offer complimentary in-flight communication to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be able to access our wide
There we have it.
range of free live
Good departure. Little messy, but we made it work. Little bit messy, but it's all good. And we are on our way to Juneau, Alaska. And then from Juneau, going all the way to Seattle. All the way to this guy right here, this airport. What airport is that? This feels just so like remote out here, you know? Ugh. All right, let's go standard. Wing light can come off. Keep everything else on. Anti-collision, position, strobo steady, and logo can all stay on. Let's see if we're if we have a tailwind. Oh yeah, we got a 22-mile-an-hour tailwind. Very nice. Probably gonna kill this seatbelt sign pretty soon here, as air looks pretty good. All right, air looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and kill the seatbelt sign. Let's actually double check our turbulence map here. We'll go to weather and we'll go to radar. We can click on turbulence, see if we have anything in the area. Nah. Oh, that's for later though. It says now in 420 minutes. So now in 0 minutes is right here. Alright, no factor, looks like. Go ahead and remove that, remove that. So yeah, let's I'm gonna go to Windfinder and check Windfinder. Let's actually see if there's any VAT sim. No, there's nothing. Alright. Let's remove that. And let's turn our sounds down a little bit here. What the hell is my playlist here? Just a little bit more chill. Look at the moonlight coming off the engine right there. It's beautiful. Look at that. Sitting on 100 FPS right now. 87. Good enough. I could have an absolutely perfect takeoff. Perfect takeoff, perfect landing. It'll always be in the 80s for some reason. It's just how it works. I don't know. With PMDG. It'll be with Phoenix. It'll be 95. But for some reason, like I said, I could have the perfect takeoff, perfect landing, everything. It'll never be above 90 for some reason in the PMDG aircraft. In all the PMDGs, it's always like that. Got the moonlights coming off the little rivers right here. So good. I'm just driving down this highway. Look at this airport. All right, folks, mic's going off for a little bit. Enjoy the flight. I will check back in with you in a little while, more than likely when we get closer to our descent. I'm going to go make me some tea, relax, check a couple things, and yeah, I'll check the weather and check back in with you guys a little bit. All right, enjoy the flight.
Oh baby, I wanted you to be here inside my arms where the night goes down. Oh baby, I wanted you to be here when sun comes up and the day goes by.
few moments, we will be starting our in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you would like to order additional menu items, please hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we'll be over shortly to assist.
Alright guys, back with you in the flight deck. Let's finish off this flight. 24 nautical miles till top of drop. Oh, gotta wake up here. Alright. What do we do here? Let's go to NetRef. We're gonna be doing a flaps 40 at 132. Wind is calm, I believe. Let's actually first go to our descent page, forecast, request our descent winds. Come on over here and plug in our altimeter, which is 2953. Quite low pressure. 2953, so let's go ahead and bug that. 2953, let's go ahead and load those winds. Looks like we're getting out of some of this cloud cover here, which is nice. Can finally see the mountains. Alright, so we will go ahead and execute that. That gives us our descent winds. So I was looking at the charts, and it does look like I was looking at the weather, and the winds are blowing off to the west here like this. So according to Wind Finder, the winds are coming off like this, so we should be able to take runway 26. We are going to take runway 26 regardless, even though it's telling us to take runway 08. It is? Yeah. So obviously we are going to, I want to do this arrival, and it's pretty, I mean, take a look. You got light snow and mist, and there's cloud cover quite low, so it looks like we might have to do a Cat 1. I don't even know if there is a Cat 1 on the RNAV. So first of all, let's plug this all into our FMC. Before we do that though, let's come on over here. Let's actually go to, let's edit our flight plan, and we want to land on runway 26. So use current time, yes. And let's come on down to runway 26. Change the star, yes please. And we'll just go ahead and generate that, see what it gives us. Let's just go ahead and fetch the new plan here. 26 direct. Oh shit, direct, really? There's no arrival? I wonder if there's any arrival. Let's see, departure, arrival. No, holy shit, dude, there's no RNAV or nothing? I mean, dude, how do you land? How do you, if you don't have a visual, how do you land on that? Alright, we're starting our descent here. If we go to, I'm not even seeing the chart for there is no chart for 26. So how the hell did these pilots land on runway 26? I don't know, man. I don't have the balls for that. Yeah. We're sticking with the original plan, and we're taking the RNAV 08. Sorry. I mean, I have no clue where these charts are. Like, I mean, how do you land on runway 26 other than it just being visual? I mean, you would have to really be able to see around here, and there's cloud cover up to 700 feet, so that's a death sentence if we have nothing that's going to guide us in. Are we getting below the cloud cover right now? Because we got to turn on the, we definitely got to turn on the anti-ice. Oh shit, that was something else I needed to do. So let's go to init ref. performance, and we're going to drop our cost index 35. This thing's going to be all screwed up. See, we definitely got to drop now here. So let's go to vertical speed. Let's drop about 3,000 feet per minute. Alright, so this is coming back now. Beautiful. We'll have some ground spoilers. Alright, recall checks. Alright, so we select our V speeds on our approach. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and get our chart in. What are we taking again? We're taking the ILS RNAV Victor. Alright, so this is coming back. So we're taking the RNAV Victor, so we're going to come on over here and we're going to select our charts. RNAV Tango, RNAV Victor, we'll go ahead and plug that in. Minimums here are, it's a RNAV, so we'll do 1880. Get our wing light on. Folks from flight deck, see we start initial descent into Juneau. Should be on the ground about 30 or so minutes. Weather in Juneau currently is 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Calm winds and some cloud cover, mist and snow. Maybe a little bumpy on the arrival. Do appreciate flying Alaska today. Hope to see another Alaskan Airlines flight very shortly. Flight attendants, please prepare for landing. Alright, so our speed and flaps are set. VREF is set. Star switches over to continuous once we get below 10,000. Alright, recall's been checked. FMS route has been verified. Landing data is set already. It's only like 25 feet in the air. Let's see here. VREF minimum's good. RNAV is set. Pressurization is set. Star switches over to continuous once we hit 10,000 feet. And we are moving through the clouds now. Juneau 53, let's just double check on that. Yep, 2953. Be a left turn around this mountain and onto the final here. Alright, let's go to VNAV now. Should slow us down. We are definitely in the soup. Alright. So far, so good. So cool how Microsoft does that. We're in IMC conditions. About 10,000 feet. Engines over to continuous. Get those landing lights on.
Juneau. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
So left turn up to Ogim, make a right, and then right when we get over this little mountain is when we go a manual control, and then make a little right turn into the landing. Did this yesterday and the other day in IMC conditions as well. It was a little sketchy, but it was worked out. we're making our left turn. Yep. Couldn't even tell. Oh, forgot. Is that an airplane right there? Yeah, that airplane concerned me a little bit. Alright, once we get past this decel, we're gonna put out our first set of flaps. Last one. Get our flight recorder fired up here. Flaps 2. Down to 700. 178, we'll keep it right there. Flash 5. A little bit of drag. Just like the other day, can't see a goddamn thing. Flaps 10, gear down. Auto brake set 2-3. Turn these lights on. Get fully lit up here. Flaps 15. Oh shit. Oh, we got our engine anti-ice already on. Good. And flaps 25. Flaps 30. Flaps full. Alright, gear down 3 green. Yeah, we're nowhere near minimums, dude. Gear down 3 green, auto brake set to 3. Continue, I guess. Gear down 3 green. Flaps set to 40. Auto brake set to 3. Ding our cabin crew here. Fully lit up. It is snowing. Joystick cam's going on. Alright, folks. Let's hope we can land this thing. Yeah, I can't see the ground. There's the ground. Beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to... Still can't see a damn thing. We're recording. Hope I can see some kind of pappies or something. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's status at 700 feet. Oh, there it is. Is that the runway? Yeah, that is.
500.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Alright. I totally forgot the 700 feet. Alright.
300.
Go around. Gear up. Flaps up. Fly runway heading. Let's go to 8,000 feet. Lock the gear. I did that because I'm tired. Alright, let's go ahead and sink this. Just auto throttle. Why is this doing that? There we go. And why are you turning? Oh, I know why. Hello. Alright, let's keep going up. 10,000 feet, please. Altitude intervention. Thank you. See where we're at here. Alright, we're good. Turn the joystick cam off for right now. Alright, let's get back on this FMC here. Let's see what we can do now. So let's go back to our departures, arrivals, RNAV Victor 08. We're going to plug that. We'll execute that. That's going to be way over there. So, do we have any charts we can look at? Let's take a look at some charts here. And let's see if we can... So, we're actually supposed to make a left, but no, that's fine. We're going to go to NIMLE. N-I-M-L-E. Legs. Omega, plug that in there. So we got 2 chilies here, so let's go ahead and plug this in there like that. What the hell? Oh, that's a hold. Okay. What is the height here? So that's Omega there, so we need to go to NIMLE. So let's go direct to NIMLE. N-I-M-L-E. We'll go ahead and plug that in there. We'll execute that. We'll LNAV that. At NIMLE, we need to be at, let's see what the, and then that'll give us our mugs. Yeah, you got to think about fuel. Are we using reserve fuel? 9.1, so we're good. So there's NIMLE. Alright, so mugs needs to go, so we're going to plug that in there just like that. Beautiful. Let's speed up just a little bit here. Set this back to 3. We'll stop recording and we can go ahead and see here, replay. Okay. Alright, so it's telling us top a drop there. Let's go ahead and just set this down. Let's now set it down to 300 so we can remember. I just forgot that I had it to 700. And we didn't descend anymore. And it's like, oh, oops. But we're good. We're gonna make it. Let's take a look at where we're at. I want to turn this guy on. It's gonna be a sharp turn right here. Make sure we gotta be real careful on our fuel here. This looks like our top of drops here. There we go. All right, let's start slowing down now. All right, let's start to slow down here. Shit. Why is it doing that? Come on, get back on path here. Slow it down. Alright, VNAV. Approach VREF not selected, thank you. Alright, so we're slowing down. Once we get to 240, we're going flaps 1. Alright, flaps 1. Flaps 2. Come on, descend. Get back in line here. Alright, back to VNAV. Gear down. Flaps 5. Flaps 10. Flaps 15. Flaps 25. Gear down 3 green. Auto brake set to 3. 131 on our approach. Flaps 30. Flaps full, camera's going on. There's our snow.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Gear down 3 green, auto brake set to 3. Cab crew's been advised. Flaps 30 indicated. Speed, ground spoilers are armed. Let's get it right. Once we can see the ground, we'll start our recording. We gotta land this plane. We don't have much fuel. Sure the anti-ices are still on, thank you. What were the winds again? Winds are calm, good. 700 feet or 750 feet. We could see the ground, thank God. Let's go start our recording. We are recording. This is our path here.
500. 400. 300.
Yeah, you're supposed to have better visuals.
200.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
sink rate.
Yeah, you're not supposed to land in this. This is way too bad. We're a little low.
Terrain.
I know. I got you.
100.
My throttles.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Just had to get it down, baby. Get it down. Six knots. Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Juneau, Alaska.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Juneau. The local time is 7:23 a.m. and it's currently about 26 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items.
That was interesting.
We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again.
Alright, joystick camera's going off. Let me stop the recording and let me replay that. I'm surprised I even landed that, to be honest with you. I'm surprised I even landed that. I'm supposed to be way off to the left here. It's an RNAV approach. Obviously, you can't land. You can't have an RNAV approach with this. This is completely illegal. They would never do this in the real world. But we just rolled with whatever came at us.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
I'm shocked we landed this thing. I mean, we were way too low there.
Terrain. Too low 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 terrain. Too low.
I mean, just look at us, man. We barely made it. Wow. Yeah, we hit kind of hard, but yeah, we just needed to get down. We just needed to get down.
Too low terrain.
Let's try this again here.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Very sketchy. Very, very sketchy. But we made it. Man, we made it, man. Boom. Let's take a look at one more. Let's go to replay.
Too low terrain.
Let's take a look at from this angle. We'll take it. Alright, one more. And then we'll park this guy and
Don't sink.
we'll call it for the stream. I know we said it's fly to Seattle, but
Don't sink.
this stream
Don't
took a
sink.
lot longer than I thought it would. Yeah, we needed to be far over left there. And from this angle, it doesn't seem too bad. Damn, we just like slammed that freaking thing. Alright. We'll take it. Not the greatest. Alright, let's go ahead and stop our replay. Alright, let's go ahead and stop the replay. These guys can go off. Wheel light can come off. Keep all these lights on. Actually, let's keep this down to just steady. Retract our flaps. And fire up our APU. Turn off the anti-ices. I'm going to park in at gate number 2 here. Let's double check. Alright, I think it's gate number 5. Flight director can go off. Alright, let me just verify this is gate number 5 here. There they are. So I'm gonna blind these guys. Lights going off. There we go.
Damn, that jet bridge is already coming at me. Boom. Cool. APU bleeds on. Yep, we're cutting the engines. Damn, there's these passengers ready to get the fuck off my plane. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm sure they're happy to be here. So I am too. Damn. They were like, man, get this jet bridge on here ASAP and get me off this damn plane. Alright, yaw damper going off. Alright, folks. Let's deboard.
The boarding requested. Passengers deboarding starting.
All right, let me go apologize to the passengers for that go around. All right, folks. Thank you. You're definitely not dressed for the environment here. You probably want to get on some warmer clothes because it's quite cold out here. It's like 3 degrees. But thank you very much for flying Alaska Airlines today. We apologize for that go around. Do apologize for the go around. But we made it. Please give us a good review. Go to the Alaska.com app and give us a good review for this flight. Thank you. All right, folks. Enough with the humor. Thank you so much for following along. I know we said we'd do a leg over to Seattle, but I had no idea this was going to take... I mean, Jesus, I totally miscalculated this. This has taken us 3 hours and 40 minutes already. I honestly thought this was like a 2-hour flight. Which it was. I was just, miscalculated. Because I gotta leave in like 2 hours. So there's no way I'd be able to make it to Seattle in time. So... But tomorrow morning, do another one. Get back on the streaming schedule. Hopefully to stream every day or every other day. And, yeah. Appreciate you following along. If you enjoyed the content, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and smash that like button. Flight Simulation Experience, we out. See you guys on the next stream. Peace.